Spoken to a student that herself and others use an updated version of AI software.
2 years.
Yeah, I'm going to run this term.
I asked a student if she has ever heard of AI software in order to write out articles or different types of assignments.
Like 2 months ago, I started to hear about like some people are using IA like ChatGPT, especially ChatGPT because this is like more developed. We can use as students. Yeah, but actually I've been used this kind of IA before, like to make my resume, this kind of things, but not specifically ChatGPT. The biggest difference ChatGPT has is you can ask them directly things that they just can, and he just all day, I don't know if she or he just answer your question with all the things you asking for, not like the older that they just do it like certain tasks. And you can't ask them like specifically things.
After talking to the student, I have searched out for a coordinator, supervisor, somebody that would be able to have a conversation with me about what happens when a student is actually caught cheating. I ended up finding Olivia, and she will tell us more about what she has found in students.
Yeah, so I'm Olivia. I'm a student advisor. I'm part of the Faculty of Communication, Art, and Design. So I'm a student advisor for all of the School of Media, including journalism. I do some creative arts and animation programs, and I do some marketing programs.
And one of my questions is, has there been any increase that you have noticed in students, even international students coming in, and the pressures of getting work done in college? Have you seen any increase in students cheating, trying to cheat, or anything in that matter?
Right. So when it comes to the academic integrity process and what's sort of in place, we obviously try to make sure everyone's work is their own and they're learning and using their own thoughts and citing correctly. So I've been in the student advisor role for about a year. So when it comes to the academic integrity, obviously over the past year, I've seen different sort of cases come through. I was sort of the final decision I'm involved in. So you do see a little bit of it. I wouldn't say necessarily an increase because I haven't been in the role long enough to see that, but there could be obviously pressures from different reasons, maybe parents, education, it's very expensive. They're paying sort of a lot of money to come to school. You're paying a lot of money to come to school as a student, and you want to pass, you don't want to retake a course. So that pressure can lead to sometimes academic integrity cases. Maybe it's, you didn't have enough time to do an assignment, you're trying to get it done, you're just trying to get a whole bunch of different ideas together, put it down on paper. Maybe you're not paying as much attention to citing things correctly, and that's where maybe the academic integrity comes to place. Or maybe, you're working with a friend, maybe using similar thoughts. So there could be, I would say there is probably pressure outside of just the student trying to get their work done and trying to pass the course, maybe family pressures, financial pressures to avoid taking the course again. So that's definitely probably likely a thing that is sometimes seen where students feel that they feel like, I need to pass, what can I do to pass?
And with Seneca, let's say a student has been caught, cheating, and maybe they just didn't misunderstood the form of cheating that occurred. With the Seneca integrity, what are the steps when they're caught, or if they're caught 2 times or the first time? What kind of consequences would they be seeing themselves in by any chance?
So it really depends, on the level of the academic integrity offense. Was it the first time? Was it the second time? Was it an assignment? Was it an exam? Was it flat out cheating? Was it plagiarism? Typically what happens is whoever witnesses the offense, whether it's a professor, another student, an invigilator, they will report it to the academic integrity committee. There's a committee that deals with all of these, part of the different faculties. And what happens there is it's reviewed, and the student typically gets a chance to say, okay, this is my response back. So you're telling me that this is what happened, but this is how I saw it, this is what happened, and this is why it happened. So they get an opportunity to sort of explain themselves. It's not like a flat out, this is it, you're done. You have that opportunity to explain what happened. Then documentation from the professor, from the student, it's both reviewed by like an unbiased committee of professors, and they review both sides of things. And then essentially what happens is there's a final decision that's in place. If it comes to the decision that the student actually didn't cheat based on everything submitted, they'll be notified everything's okay, all the documentation is sort of gone, and there's no academic integrity offense. Now, if they review the documentation and there's, maybe plagiarism, maybe they were cheating on a test, then they will be notified through email formally, letting them know this is what happened and this is the outcome. Different outcomes. It could be maybe they don't pass that one assignment, they get an automatic 0. It could be maybe they get some grades in that assignment, but not as much as they should have gotten if they didn't cheat. It could be if it's maybe more than one offense, it could be an automatic 0 in the course. So you know what, this is your second offense here, you got to retake it. And it can get as serious as being expelled or sort of suspended from coming back for a certain number of terms, depending how often it sort of happens. And typically if there is an academic integrity offense, there are some it's almost like they're considered badges that they have to do. So they read through information, understand what academic integrity is. They complete those badges just to show that, I know this happened once, I know why it happened, and going forward it sort of won't happen again. So just so they get knowledge to understand why did I get this offense. And it is on their record, like if it happens once and it's seen that they, if it happened once and they see that they did get an academic integrity offense, it will be reported on their record. Now, if they're expelled or suspended for a certain period because of academic integrity, that'll show on the transcript once the student's done school. So it will be on their official transcript.
And does this make any impact if they decide to go to a different college or anything? Or is it just there as that's your first offense, so it'll be taken seriously the second time if you're caught?
Right. So yeah, the first ones, typically it's only on record so that it's almost like a warning, like this is they got one offense, but now if it becomes more official where they are expelled or they have to be suspended for a certain amount of time, that will be on their official transcript. So if another institution's asking for an official transcript for you to apply to that college or university, and they ask a transcript and it is you got expelled or suspended, then it'll be on there.
Well, there you have it. Olivia answered all the questions for us when it happens to a cheater when caught, the levels of cheating and what will happen in the future. Even with AI, with the technology that has been developing, so has the other technology to catch the people that use AI. Well, there you have it. I'm Cassandra Anderson with Saying News.